Delvin, man. And bruh, shit is too real out here. Let's get to the right one. Let me get to the right one, dog. It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's room. Hope y'all having a great weekend. Hope y'all having a great week. We finna get in some content tonight. Tonight we're gonna talk about three main topics. I'm gonna talk about Drake and his new lawsuit. Yeah, Drake is being sued, bro. It's wild as fuck out here, man. Drake being sued. Number two, your man Diddy is in jail, but what they say, what Diddy say, can't stop, won't stop. He got a new friend in jail that we got to talk about, man. And number three, your boy, man. I watched two hood classics recently that I gotta ask y'all some questions about. Y'all some real niggas? We gonna talk about it. It's your nigga Delvin's room. To the next, give me a second. We finna get into it. Be on the lookout. What up? What up? Respect the game and where it's going. It's your nigga Delvin. Delvin's room. We finna talk about some real shit tonight, y'all. Like I told y'all, I got three topics tonight. We gonna talk about your man Drizzy Drake. Let's pop this shit off right, man. So your man Drizzy Drake, dog. Your man Drizzy Drake has been caught up in a case. He's been caught up in a case of fake screaming. The irony of Drake being caught up in a fake screaming case, bro. Do you realize how wild that is for Drake to be caught up in that shit? After this nigga done fuck around and sued Kendrick Lamar, sued the whole industry, this motherfucker get caught up in the same shit that he fucked with them niggas about, dog. Ain't that a wild one, bit? That's some wild shit, dog. Nah, I'm not against my nigga Drake or any nigga that's fake screaming. I'm not against you, dog. But nigga don't be suing on another nigga and get mad when the game ain't in your favor. You feel me? And that's exactly what happened to Drake. You feel me? That's exactly what happened to Drake. You feel me? I feel like this nigga Drake felt like, bitch, I done lost this battle, or bitch, the perception is I done lost this battle. So the best thing to do now is to sue a nigga to get my face back. But bitch, you done plays yourself. Not niggas see how flaw you is, bro. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think that was a good look for Drake to sue Kendrick, but he lost, and now that shit coming back on him, right? I think Drake will bounce back and shit'll be straight for him, right? But here's the real thing about this whole situation, right? Drake done sued Kendrick Drake is getting sued right now, right? Here's the truth of all this shit, right? A lot of niggas is talking about this shit, bro. This the shit that's going on for real. What people are talking about. Cause bitches see this shit coming from a mile away. It's finna be a big RICO case within the music industry. Mark my words. Remember I said this shit. It's about to be a big ass RICO case within the music industry, dog. Remember I said that shit. Mark this shit for everybody that's in fucking with me on my live. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me. Uh remember I said this shit. It's gonna be a serious RICO case about fake screams and fake engagement. I feel like it's being so much money being accumulated through fakeness in the game of screaming and the game of content creating. It's finna be a big ass RICO case with Drake, right? Here's what they saying. Here's what they alleging, right? I don't know how true it is. They are saying that there was a screaming farm that engaged over 100, like something close to 100 million screams for Drake in Turkey. Now, if you know anything about Turkey, they say that they have a lot of farming, a lot of screaming farms, right? Over there, right? So they inflate your numbers. So the guy that's suing Drake, which is from, here's the crazy thing. The guy that's suing Drake is a cousin of Snoop Dogg. He's a cousin of Snoop Dogg. It's just wild, right? But he's suing Drake, and one of the main reasons he's saying uh because smaller content creators can't compete with larger content creators because the larger content creators have such big platforms, have such big audiences. But the problem with those big audiences that they command, they're not real. So there you go right there. So he's feeling like, okay, I may have a live that does 20, 30, 40, maybe 100, whatever that number is that he's consistently seeing. He's saying that that's incomparable to somebody who has fake screams, so they're having like 50,000 people at one time. And that's gonna fuck up the game, bro. That's gonna fuck up the game so much because in that case, so many people are gonna be exposed because it's so much fake live streaming going on. It's so much fake content creating going on. It's so much fake shit going on right now that knowing what's real and knowing who's real is damn near impossible at this point. Just keeping it G with you is getting to that point where it's hard to differentiate. It's hard to differentiate. Motherfuckers just making up shit, man. Motherfuckers making up numbers and bro, that's when this shit get wild, bro. That's when this shit get tricky. And for a nigga like Drake, obviously Drake has a real audience. It's not like Drake does not have a real audience. Drake can sell out a show right now any place in the world, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You feel me? Because Drake is that type of artist. So we know Drake numbers are real, whatever they may be. But the fact that there's scammers involved in this, Drake, it's a lot to go with this, bro. It's a lot to go with this shit, bro. It's a lot to go with this shit because yeah, you can make a clean 2-3 million, but what about that underworld? What can that underworld make with you? If you can make 2-3 million clean and you gotta pay taxes on that, you can make that in a bad way 3-4 times more. You feel me? So that's how these artists are looking at it. That's how these artists are looking at it. It's like, okay, yeah, I can make buku money being an artist on the label, being an artist a part of the system. But shit, bitch, it's just as much money outside the system, outside being independent as it is being inside. And I think that's what the music industry don't like. And I think certain artists are jealous of artists that don't have to do that, right? You don't have to have a big cosign. You feel me? Like once you look at a lot of rappers, they had a lot of big cosigns. They had a lot of people uh say that they could and they couldn't, you feel me? When certain artists had to do it on their own. But we're talking about like an artist like NBA YoungBoy. He had to get it popping on his own. Yes, Birdman is now in the picture and in the fold. But at one particular time, this nigga was just doing it on his own. So we gotta show respect to that. That's all I'm saying. We gotta show respect to that. It's your nigga Delvin. Delvin's rolling to the next one. Let's get into this next topic, man. I got a funny one for y'all, man. We finna go on some more lighthearted shit, bro. Your nigga Diddy, bro. What's going on with your man Diddy, bro? Let me put this shit in here. Diddy is in jail and Diddy is fucking a fool. I'm finna put up a poll fucking with you niggas real quick. Alright, let's put up this poll, right? So let's get into the next topic, man. I ain't finna hold y'all up too much longer, bro. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me, right? So your man Diddy is so if you don't know, your man Diddy is going through a lot in jail right now, right? Your man Diddy is going through a lot in jail right now, right? And okay, so the latest story of Diddy being in jail, right? His latest story is he's linked up with Sebastian Telfeather, right? And Diddy has some new pictures of him being in jail that has been released. I do find it a little weird the pictures that's coming out of jail with Diddy. Some of those pictures are a little weird. Now I'm like, who taking these pictures? Like, it's a little creepy, right? Because you can tell Diddy is unaware of these pictures are being taken, so that part is weird to me, in my opinion. But nonetheless, uh, while Diddy is in jail, he seemed to be linked up with Sebastian Telfeather, right? And the reason that this part is funny, right, is because Sebastian Telfeather is a former NBA player, played in the league for 10 years. Basically a journeyman. Excuse me. Somebody that came off the bench. He played. He was like a good 3-point shooter, good nigga off the bench. You feel me? He was never a star player, no shit like that or nothing like that. Nah, but he was a nigga that came off the bench, right? And your man Diddy done linked up with him in jail, right? Now both of these niggas are from New York, right? And Sebastian Telfeather, if you remember his case story, he got caught up in that scandal in like 2021, 2022 of the NBA players like doing like some type of fraud with the medical insurance and getting a whole bunch of money, right? So it was like a wild thing that was going on. Right now, even Big Baby Davis, if y'all remember Big Baby Glenn Davis, he was taking crazy pictures in jail. That's what he's locked up for. He's locked up for the same shit as Sebastian Telfeather, right? So it's a wild one, right? It's 100% a wild one, right? But Here's the thing that's fascinating about Diddy and his whole jail debacle and shit like that, right? I think because of who Diddy was and what he meant to culture, he is going to be under a huge microscope. Everything he does is going to make headlines, right? So, yes, he's in jail and he's just doing regular nigga shit, right? Somebody had told me, but the reason that it matters with Diddy is because we never thought in a million years that this nigga would be a nigga just chase. You feel me? We just never thought this of Diddy. You feel me? Like that he would be in jail and his life would be where it's at right now. Diddy was a billionaire, bruh. This motherfucker was a billionaire, one of the few black billionaires. You feel me? Like it's a wild one. You don't expect Diddy to, you feel me, be, yeah, whatever goes on in jail. You don't expect that from him, right? So I think that's why a lot of people are hyper focused on this case and everything that's going on with it, because it's just like, damn nigga, we did not expect that from you. You feel me? And a lot, whether you like to admit it or not, Diddy touched a lot of people in a lot of different ways. A lot of people just remember the negative, but it is what it is. I'm not here to take no sides in no situation, you feel me? Because to me it's all relevant and it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just me giving my opinion, right? It's your nigga Delvin's room to the next one. Bruh, I want to talk to y'all tonight about the last topic of the night, bruh. Before I get up out of here, I appreciate everybody that's been fucking with me. And I want to talk about it, bruh. Friday versus goddamn. Let me take this poll off. Let me take this poll off. The Diddy poll off. Shout out to everybody that's been fucking with me, man. That's the Diddy poll. I'm taking that one off. It's your nigga Delvin's room, and tonight I want to talk to y'all too. I just rewatched two classics for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but for the first time in a while. That's what I mean. Probably like a year I watched both of these films, right? And I have a lot of different opinions about these classic movies after just watching them for the first time in a minute, right? So let's talk about it, right? Dog, who was the better duo in a movie? Smokey and Craig, or goddamn Sweet Pea and Jody, right? So let's go with Smokey and Craig real quick, right? If I was chilling in the hood and I'm just doing my 1-2 as a young nigga not knowing much, I probably want to fuck with. Oh, hold on, having a little bit of mic difficulties. Let me get that back right. All right, we back in the game. Yeah, so if I'm a young nigga in the hood, okay, that mic back working. Yeah, if I'm a young nigga in the hood and I have some bullshit and I'm just chilling, bruh, Smokey and Craig is my nigga all day, 100%. These niggas just gonna chill with me, kick with me, have a good time, bruh. So the loyalty that these two niggas displayed in that movie, bruh, will forever be real, bruh. Smokey and Craig represented like real hood family and real hood friendship, right? Both these niggas is broke. Both these niggas didn't have a job. Both these niggas are down on luck, but they still fuck with one another, and they still was able to laugh and joke with one another even during these hard times, right? Even though this motherfucker Smokey got this nigga Craig in some bullshit this man had nothing to do with, bruh. My nigga Craig had nothing to do with the bullshit that Smokey had got my nigga into. But hey, he dealt with it, you feel me? Which was a true friend, you feel me? So that's why I do like the combination of Craig and Smokey, right? I do feel like they were true friends and they represented that hood friendship, right? So let's go on to the next. Sweet Pea and Jody. Now here's the thing about Sweet Pea and Jody, right? I feel like it's that friendship in the neighborhood, it's that friendship in the hood where one nigga is more real than the other, bruh. You feel me? Like sometimes if you grew up in the neighborhood, if you grew up in the hood, right? Sometimes you have a wild homeboy that's really down with some shit that can get shit crazy, right? And that's what I feel like Sweet Pea represented. Like for me, it's just my personality, right? I would more side with Jody, where I'm more of a hustler than trying to just wild out and crash out. Sweet Pea is a crash out nigga, and I knew crash out niggas. That's why I feel like Jody and Sweet Pea are such real characters to what's going on, because Jody represents the nigga in the hood that's trying to just hustle and take care of his family, while Sweet Pea is the nigga that just don't know nothing. You feel me? He just fucked up in the game. You feel me? Like shit just ain't clicking right for bruh. You feel me? But but I will say that Jody did display that brotherhood for Sweet Pea, like trying to get him in the game, trying to get him a job, trying to be around him, trying to fuck with him. Because Jody could have easily got his money while he's slinging them dresses and be like, man, fuck this nigga, you feel me? And that wouldn't have been real, bro. That wouldn't have been real, bro. It wouldn't have been real at all. Like, if this your homeboy, if this your nigga, you gotta fuck with him, bro. It is what it is. You gotta fuck with him, bro. It is what it is. So the dynamics between Smokey and Crib, and the dynamics between Sweet Pea and Jody, yes, they are different, but they both represent that friendship that you make in the hood, bro. If you from the hood, you know a nigga named Jody. You know a nigga like Jody. You know a nigga like Sweet Pea. You know a nigga like Smokey. You know a nigga like Craig. You feel me? So that's the great thing about these iconic black hood movies, is that they represent something that's so real to us, bro. It's your nigga Delvin. Let's talk about the next one, bro. Who was the motherfucking worst villain, bro? Was this nigga... was this nigga... Was this nigga Rodney the worst gangster villain, bruh? I feel like Rodney don't get enough credit, bruh. Like, let's think about Rodney for a minute, right? So, Rodney is a nigga, to me, the way they described his character in the film, he was kind of like a jailbird nigga, right? So, he wasn't like Melvin, where Melvin did a long period of time in jail and, you know what I'm saying, just wild shit, right? And he came out and became a better man, right? Rodney represent the nigga that's kind of in and out of jail and he just can't get his shit together, right? So he fuck with the nigga that can't fuck with him on that level, right? Which would be a nigga like Jody, right? You feel me? Jody can't really fuck with Rodney on that shit like that. You feel me? And when I recently watched it, because it was my first time watching this shit in a while, as much as I love both of these films are more films that I watch, every 5 years or some shit now. Because I hate to say it, as we get older, these films really get older, right? But it's just good that I get to reminisce on them, right? But I feel like Rodney represent that nigga that's kind of like do these little periods of time in jail and then come out. He's wilding. He's not like a Debo. Well, Debo is a nigga that's just bullying niggas on the street and shit like that. He's not like Melvin. Well, Melvin was a street nigga before, but now he's kind of like done with the streets. He got his lawn business. He on some other shit, right? Rodney is one of those niggas where it's like he's fucked up in the game. You feel me? he's fucked up in the game 100% because he don't know how to transition any other way. That's why I say, out of all of the villains between Friday and Babyboy, Rodney probably the most fucked up nigga because, okay, Debo, when he go to jail, is over for him because he's so stupid. Melvin go to jail, it make him a better person. But when Rodney go to jail, like this nigga is just doing little in and out petty shit. You feel me? That's why that nigga Jody had to get rid of this nigga because this nigga right here could do some dumb shit and get caught up, but he can really get away from the shit. You feel me? So it was an interesting one, bro. I do think Rodney, the character, and I think Snoop Dogg did a pretty good job on this one. I think niggas, like, out of all the acting jobs that Snoop Dogg did in his career, I think he's most known for Rodney. Am I tripping, y'all? Shout out to everybody that's gonna fuck with me in the chat. I'm gonna leave this video up here. But am I tripping? I think Rodney was Snoop Dogg's best portrayal. I don't think I'm tripping when I say that. I think, yeah, I'm almost 100%. Rodney was Snoop Dogg's best portrayal, dog. I don't think Snoop Dogg had a better portrayal. I mean, I liked him in Bones. I liked him in Bones, but I don't think he did a better portrayal than Rodney and Babyboy. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna see what people say, but I just feel like Rodney represent that more of the knucklehead nigga that he can't really do no big crimes. He can't do no little shit, but he just like in that middle, bro. You feel me? He's not like Debo where he's taking $15 from a nigga, right? He's not Melvin. This like a nigga that's on some other shit. He got a lawn business. He kind of fucked up in the game. So honestly, out of both movies, Babyboy and Friday, Rodney is probably the most fucked up nigga because for niggas like him, there's no way out. And it's kind of crazy that I'm saying that because the nigga died in the movie, dog. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. But after rewatching both these shit, both these movies were classics, so I can't really take no side. Both of them are great movies. It's your nigga Delvin. Delvin's rolling to the next one. I'm gonna let this bitch be on the playback. Shout out to everybody that's in here fucking with me, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Appreciate everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Check y'all for the next one, man.